Hi everyone, welcome back to week 3 of the Ask Dr. Denise series. This is Dr. Denise Dart. Today we're going to answer a question from Frankie. Frankie asks if I could please explain the emotions, triggers, and confusion that she experiences during and after interaction with a narcissist that she is not in a relationship with, whether it be a coworker, family member, friend, or foe. Great question, Frankie. This is that wonderful thing called intuition working for you. Once your boundaries have been violated over and over and over in a relationship with a narcissistic abuser, you react almost on a cellular level after a while. There is a surge of adrenaline and other stress hormones in your system. You go into the fight or flight response, and so you are hypervigilant, so to speak, in trying to protect yourself from what you really can't predict. So when the relationship is over and you are out in the world interacting with people, what happens is that when you interact with someone who has a disordered personality, we certainly don't need a diagnosis here, you will get a feeling in the pit of your stomach. As you interact with this person, try to do the normal give and take that occurs in conversation, in relationships. Try to do the normal thing, and something feels wrong. Maybe there's a mismatch between what they're putting out there, their smiling face, acting as though they're agreeable, and yet the energy doesn't match. There's something that's off. I've often believed when I was in clinical practice that long before I used an assessment measure to take a look at the dynamics of a person's personality, I got a sense, a feeling in my gut that something wasn't right. And certainly I would not rely on that, and yet it proved to be very, very strong measure of, yes, in fact, the results of the assessment came back confirming there was something wrong. The personality was not within normal range, whether it be narcissism, borderline, antisocial, histrionic, so many different things. So although it may feel disturbing to have this hypervigilant reaction to other people in your life, aside from the person who was your abuser, it's actually a good thing. And if you can learn to see it that way, that this is your alert system that's telling you there's something wrong here. I need to put some boundaries up. I need to step back, give this person an opportunity from a safe range to show me through their behavior that this is either an accurate assessment or it's not. So some people, your reaction will be so strong and the red flags will be so obvious that there's no reason to give them an opportunity to remain in your life. But if you are in relation to someone, perhaps in the workplace, maybe this is your boss or a significant coworker, and you don't have the option to just shut them out, then the answer to that is to tighten up your boundaries. Don't share personal information. Don't give them ammunition that can be used against you. So, Frankie, I hope this answers your question. That feeling that you have is your intuition. And while you are in a relationship with a narcissistic or other type of emotional abuser, this voice often gets squelched. We stop listening to this little voice, and we listen more and more to the voice of the abuser as it drowns out our internal voice, our internal wisdom. So now, as you are allowing yourself and actually honing the skills of checking back in, seeing how you're feeling, not how somebody else is telling you you feel, seeing what your thoughts are, And so importantly, feeling, sensing, knowing, watching what your wise intuition is telling you. You know, a lot of times people who are dog owners will say, oh my gosh, my dog, she loves everybody. And this one person came into our house and she reacted in a way that was just so strange. She was nervous, anxious, a little bit aggressive, whatever it was. Animals have a wisdom. They really do. They know the people who have good energy that they bring with them and those that do not. We also have that barometer. And learning again to allow ourselves to listen to that is so important. Setting appropriate boundaries based upon who someone shows us they are and protecting ourselves. Thank you so much, Frankie, for your question. It was a great one. I'll see you all back next week for week 4 of the Ask Dr. Denise series. Take care. Happy Friday. Hope you have a wonderful weekend.